How do rockets use math and science to launch? Physics. Physics is the science that tells us how things move. Newton's laws of motion. Sir Isaac Newton gave us 3 important rules that rockets follow. Newton's first law, law of inertia. An object will stay at rest or move at the same speed unless a force acts on it. Example, a rocket sitting on the ground won't fly unless something pushes it. Physics. Newton's second law, force equals mass times acceleration, F equals m times a. This means how hard something moves depends on its size, mass, and how fast it speeds up, acceleration. Example, a big rocket needs more force, fuel power, to launch than a small one. Newton's third law, action and reaction. For every action, there is an equal, and the rocket pushes gases downward, right pointing arrow, the rocket goes upward. This is the main rule rockets use to blast off. Thrust. The rockets push power. What is thrust? Thrust is the force that pushes the rocket up into the sky. It comes from burning fuel in the rocket's engine. This creates hot gases that shoot out from the bottom of the rocket. When the gases go down, the rocket moves up. Example, imagine blowing up a balloon and then letting it go without tying it. The air rushes out and the balloon flies in the opposite direction. That's thrust in action. Fuel, the rocket's energy. Rockets need special fuel to burn and create power. There are 2 main types. Liquid fuel, like gasoline and oxygen mixed together. Solid fuel, like strong fireworks. The fuel burns in the engine and makes hot gases. This gives the rocket the energy to lift off the ground. Math, the rocket's brain. Measuring speed and distance. They use math to find out how fast the rocket goes, speed, how far it will travel, distance, how long it will take, time. Example, if a rocket flies at 7,000 kilometers per hour, and the moon is 384,000 kilometers away, how long will it take? Time equals distance divided by speed. Time equals 384,000 divided by 7,000 equals about 55 hours. Math, the rocket's brain. Weight and mass. Rockets are huge and heavy. Scientists use math to measure how much the rocket weighs, decide how much fuel is needed to lift it. Example, if a rocket weighs 500 tons, and fuel gives thrust for 600 tons, it can lift off safely. Math, the rocket's brain. Angles and direction, trajectory. To fly the rocket to space, we must aim it just right. Scientists use geometry and trigonometry, types of math, to set the launch angle. Control the direction, guide it to land safely. Example, a rocket doesn't fly straight up forever. It curves and flies sideways to reach orbit. This curved path is called the trajectory. Math, the rocket's brain. Timing stages. Rockets often have stages, sections that fall off one by one. Math helps decide when to drop a stage, when to start a new engine, when to enter orbit. Checkmark example, the first stage may burn for 2 minutes. The second stage starts after that. All this is timed using math. What happens after launch? After takeoff, rockets use math and science to enter orbit. Rockets go around Earth in a circle or oval path. This is called orbiting. Example, satellites stay in orbit to help us with GPS, weather, and communication. What happens after launch? Reach the moon or Mars. To go far in space, rockets leave Earth's gravity, follow a path called a transfer orbit. Example, NASA's Artemis missions use math to land astronauts on the moon. What happens after launch? Re-entry and landing. When coming back, rockets slow down and use parachutes. Math is used to find the landing spot, control the speed, keep astronauts safe. Example, SpaceX uses math to land rockets back on Earth safely. Building a rocket, where math meets engineering. When building rockets, engineers use math to design the rocket shape, aerodynamics, calculate materials needed, plan the fuel tank size, check weight limits, All the parts are measured and built using exact calculations. Example, if the rocket is too heavy, it won't fly. Engineers use math to keep the weight just right. Building a rocket, where math meets engineering. When building rockets, engineers use math to design the rocket shape, aerodynamics, calculate materials needed, plan the fuel tank size, check weight limits. All the parts are measured and built using exact calculations. Example, if the rocket is too heavy, it won't fly. Engineers use math to keep the weight just right. Fun facts for kids. Did you know, rockets need to reach 28,000 kilometers per hour to go around Earth? The first person on the moon was Neil Armstrong in 1969. The Indian Space Agency ISRO launched a mission to the moon called Chandrayaan-3.